it's about that time. Every other Sunday, we update the best card in every single position. And now that we're in like that prime part of Madden, this list is completely different than what it looked like 2 weeks ago. We got new quarterbacks in here, new wide receivers, new positions literally everywhere, or new cards in every position everywhere. This has been a fun one to record. I hope you guys enjoy these, and let's get right into it. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. So to start off on the offensive side of the ball, we obviously go from top left to top right. We're going to start off with the offensive line, kind of fly through it. The offensive line is very straightforward right now. This isn't one where there's a lot of people competing. It's always one or two cards, and I'm pretty much going to fly through this. Center is actually the only position we haven't really had like a boss upgrade or whatnot. And as you guys can see, when you kind of look at the two top ones, I guess you can kind of go with whatever one. I think last time we went with Kelsey right here. You can go with Creed. The center's the weakest position 100% in the game right now. But moving to right guard, it gets a little bit more tough. We do got Logan Mankins right here. Obviously, we have a couple other guys. I don't know why I said it gets tough. It's another easy pick. Right tackle is where we had multiple upgrades. That's what I meant to say. But you can even see right here, Jawan Taylor is just better statistically. And he also has almost 40 pounds on him. That's a big deal in this game. Dan Deerdorf is very, very small in game. I think it kind of hurts to use him at times. I'm definitely going to go with Jawan Taylor when we're looking at the best card in every position. Like I said, we kind of fly through the offensive line. This is not what the video typically looks like, but this early in the year, the offensive line is basically set. Just move on from it. But tight end, this is where it gets tough because I truly think there are three guys. You guys know who they are. Rob Gronkowski, Shannon Sharp, and Darren Waller. I think it depends on what you want because Darren Waller is probably like the best of like the passing when it comes to like after the catch animations. He's tall and whatnot. Gronk is the best all-around tight end. He's really good at run blocking, but there's some negatives about Gronk. You guys know he is the worst after the catch. He is not, the trucking is not very good this year, and also he doesn't jurtle, and he also has the very slow juke. He basically has like the lineman juke in the game, but he's the best all-around, and Shannon Sharp gets all the good animations. He's the only one that gets all the good animations out of the three. I still think I want to go with Gronk here, but out of those three guys, I think it depends on how you play at the end of the day. If you run a lot, for sure Gronk. If you pass all the time, you could probably go with either of the other two. I still run Gronk, and I pass almost every play, so I'll take it. Now moving over to wide receiver, I think there is a 1A and a 1B here. I think everybody would agree on that. I think wide receiver 3, you can go with multiple different people there, whoever kind of fits your scheme. But 1A and 1B, it is so easy in the game. Calvin Johnson, I don't want to say which one I think is better right now because it's still very early. I just got Calvin yesterday. They both are amazing. But Calvin and Tyreek should 100% be on your football field. If you're saving up for a couple cards, I think these two should be on your first and like second list right there. Tyreek Hill, obviously 90 base speed. No corner in the game is even close to him. He's +2 on every corner in the game. And then obviously Calvin Johnson, 88 speed, 6'5". It's Calvin. It's Calvin, man. But actually at wide receiver 3, this is who I am using. Currently, I'm using George Pickens. And honestly, when you compare to a lot of people, he's still very good. He obviously has top end speed. No other guy gets 88. I think Hyatt's probably the next guy I would go with maybe at 90 medium route run. He also goes in there. Jerry Rice is obviously amazing as well down here. I think I'm going to go with George Pickens. If you're running a theme team, definitely use your theme team guy there. But I think everybody, if you're trying to build a God Squad, should have Tyreek and Calvin minimum on it. But finishing off the backfield, we have the quarterback, the running back. All right, this is the easiest one. I'm going to be honest. These three positions are so easy. Running back, we've only had really one big upgrade in a while. I think Bo Jackson, we got almost 3 weeks ago now. Yeah, I think it has been 3 weeks now. It might have been just 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but Bo Jackson, it's been too long, man. It has been too long. We need a new running back in the game. He is by far the best. Emmanuel Wilson, I don't even count this guy as getting a new running back. He was absolutely awful. 85 speed base. Like, what are we doing, EA? Bo Jackson is 100% the best one here. And then at quarterback, I think Michael Vick is definitely QB1, but there are a lot of really good guys at number 2. I honestly don't know who I would go at quarterback 2. Who would you guys put there? Would you guys go Kyler, Aaron Rodgers, RG3, Warren Moon? If it was me, I think I would say Warren Moon. But I think a lot of people have arguments for these two guys right here, man. Let me know who you would put at QB2. I think all of us can agree on Mike Vick. And then at fullback, still that legend Franco Harris, man. The offensive side was kind of easy, but I think the defense should be a little bit more fun to do. So now we start off with the top row on the defensive side of the ball. And then obviously at free safety, I like to give you guys 2 safeties on both sides, so free and strong. And then I give you 3 corners as well, so we get a lot of depth over here. But for the 2 free safeties in the game, I think this one is kind of straightforward. Sean Taylor, obviously, probably one of the better users in the game. A lot of people run 3-3. A lot of people run dollar. You need multiple people in the box regardless. And Sean Taylor will fit that perfectly. Obviously, not the best man coverage, but in the box, he is absolutely elite. But when it comes to free safety too, you guys can kind of see like the issue right here. A lot of these cards that they've been releasing haven't been as good as the old cards. Like even Ed Reed gets 81 man coverage while also getting 90 zone base and much better in the power. You are a little bit shorter, but I think I would lean him here. I'd rather have the better statistic card all around. It is actually kind of sad how a lot of these cards are stepping back in value and just, I don't know. A lot of the content has been just lackluster, I guess you could say, lately compared to the old Legends. Maybe it's just because Legends are just the best promo in the game. I don't know. That's it. It's kind of seeming like that, right? But right outside linebacker, this one is tough. I love Micah. I think Micah is one of the best cards in the game, but Lawrence Taylor gets 90 block shed and 90 power move. But I don't know, man. I think I'm leaning Micah right here. I think if you didn't get Micah, definitely go get LT. But I feel like Micah has been an absolute game changer. The fastest dude on the defensive line as well. The loop being the meta, you want fast people anyways, and Micah's going to get the quickest to the quarterback. I feel like I got to get Micah here, man. I feel like I have to, right? I don't know. I mean, LT, you have an argument there. It's basically a tie anyways. But middle linebacker, they've been upgrading this position like crazy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades at middle linebacker. Like I don't know if they've gotten the memo, but nobody uses this position. You have to literally use an ability on him to use them. Like, it's actually terrible. You have to use 2 AP to make these guys usable. Hopefully one day we'll get linebackers to be, like, great again. But Ray Lewis, obviously the best one in the game. I really want this card, but 950K for a guy I have to waste 2 AP on. I don't know, man. Ray Lewis, dude, it is tough. It is tough. But moving over to linebacker 2, when you look at them all, actually the one that matches the best is definitely Manti Te'o. He is very, very fast, despite being a little bit shorter. I think he just fits in the game a little bit better. You need speed at the end of the day. Even if you're using like a smaller guy, you definitely want speed. And then left outside linebacker, another very easy pick. DeMarcus Ware compared to Frankie Louvu. You can see those stats right there. He's another guy, just like our guy Micah. Very, very, very fast in game. I think everybody should go try to get a DeMarcus Ware in the team. I think he's like really cheap right now too. I think he's sitting around like 290 or even maybe like low 300s. He's insane. He's arguably like better than Micah. When you compare the two, he is arguably better than him, which is absolutely insane. And then to finish off the top row, we have strong safety, which has kind of slowed down. We haven't really got much upgrades besides Ronnie Hickman and Cam. But when we look at it, Cam Chancellor, definitely the best. 6'3", sitting at 87 speed, 90 hit power, really good zone. Probably still the best user in the game. Gotta go with Cam right there, man. I just have to go with him. And then for number 2, honestly, the guy I kind of want to put here, boys. I kind of want to put, what's his name here, right here? I almost put Eric Mawai right there. Eric Berry, I kind of want to put the full one right there. The 87, I think this is where most people are using him. I think you can go Cam Curl at number 2 if you are looking for another one without him there, but I don't know, man. We need some upgrades there. We need some more users in the game or something. Now we're moving to the bottom side of this lift. And now when we look at corner, just like wide receiver, I think there is a 1A and 1B down here. I think there are 2 guys that are kind of on a tier of their own. And I think it's obviously, you guys know, the new Charles Woodson. And also, if we come down here, Cromartie. These 2 are ridiculous. A 6'1" and 6'2" corner. They're the only 2. Actually, there's one more that is 88 base speed as well. But when we look at Cromartie and Charles Woodson, we're talking about Dion. I mean, when you look at Dion, you guys could kind of see the stats. Like, right, the press is a big deal. The tackling with these guys is a big deal as well. I think I'd lean our guy Charles Woodson every single day. And then I'm obviously going Cromartie at cornerback 2. But when it comes to cornerback 3, I think you can go so many people here. Obviously, these new guys are pretty good. But when we look at it, I think it's between JPJ, Prime Time, and also this Stephon Gilmore. It is a little bit tough because I did go Stephon Gilmore in our last top 10 must-have cards over JPJ. But now that I'm looking at it, you're really going, do you want +3 press or do you want +1 in height? Not everybody presses all the time, and I feel like press is kind of dead even with Stephon Gilmore. Finneran throws literally everyone across the map. Also does Calvin Johnson is throwing every corner despite their press as well. I've noticed that even against Stephon Gilmore. I kind of want to go JPJ right here. I feel like he fits in a little bit better. I think this is the top 3 corners I'd go. I think Gilmore's probably 4 for me, and then Dion 5. But, man, the cornerback, it's good to have loaded corners, especially when reversing a lot of good, obviously, wide receivers on the field. But moving over to finish the defensive line, we have the right end position. And right here, we got a couple upgrades. Obviously, Lalos is pretty decent. We got Big Cat in the game, but nobody compares to Bruce Smith. Amazing across the board. You can play him at D-tackle, play him at end. He's going to fit in perfectly. And then at D-tackle, although we did just get a Hargrave, I feel like I almost have to go Warren Sapp right here. He obviously has 90 block shed compared to Hargrave's 86. And then the power moves up plus 15 right there. They're the same speed. I got to go with Big Sapp, man. Big Sapp, absolutely insane. And then at left end, despite getting a Clowney, I still, even when you compare him to all these other cards, you guys can see Clowney's only really fast. He's missing so many stats across the board. I think we still got to go with Curse. I feel like Curse is still probably the best one. I'd probably play somebody out of position there, like move maybe a like DeMarcus Ware, Micah, LT down there. But that's probably what I'd say is the best card in every position if we're going strictly on that defense. All right, boys, I hope you guys truly have enjoyed that video. Like I said, the best card in every position is by far my most favorite video to record. It kind of gives us like a, you know, a wind down on the week, kind of catching up with the content and seeing where everybody stands next to the best team in the game. But as you guys know, theme teams can kind of change this. Also, AKAs coming out tomorrow can definitely change this up. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. We're going to get the top 10 must-haves next Sunday, and then so on and so on throughout the entire year. Make sure you hit that subscribe. So close to 35,000. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.